Hello, 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 hello. So, I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. We use a hand-over-hand method. He helps me with the backgrounds, and we do that every couple of days. It just depends on what we're doing and what other activities. So we add that into our mix. And then we've been painting for many years together now. And he is getting to the point where he is doing a lot of his own crafts. He told me the other day at school they used a glue stick, and that in itself was very exciting for me, because him just being able to tell me that he used a glue stick was exciting, and then for him to actually be using a glue stick was exciting. And so I love all the parts of that. Now, if you've watched before, you know that I randomly put things places, and that does not mean that they are in the right spot. So we're just gonna go with okay. And for some reason they all end up looking like this, even though like right now I'm trying not to make this particular one look like those, but eventually, you know, I give up and they all look like the more like pine needle-y ones. I don't know, but we're just gonna pretend that they all work. I'm gonna make myself leave that one. We'll see. So I am going to try a big flower down here with kind of some different leaves. My eyes are extremely tired today. They've been tired the last couple days. So I'm not sleeping very well. I'm currently in chemotherapy for breast cancer, and so I some nights are better than others, and right now I had chemotherapy last week. I have to keep thinking what today is. So I'm almost to the end of when the week is hard. And so it should start getting better for me at this point. But I'm getting very distracted because there's fuzz, and more fuzz on the painting. Okay, there we go. So food just doesn't taste right, and I am such a foodie. I love food. There's very few, like, I love Chinese food, I like Thai food, I like Japanese food, I like, you know, Mexican, I like Italian, I like all the foods. And I'm one of these people that I will try. I mean, there's foods that, you know, like everybody, we don't like some over others, but I will try anything, you know. Again, there's probably some things I'll be like, I'm just not really, you know, into thinking about that particular food. But I love food. I absolutely love food. So this whole not being able to eat all the foods in the world kind of thing is a little daunting for me. It's not my favorite thing at all. It's truly not my favorite thing. And it's probably is probably really one of the hardest parts of this whole. This one probably should have been on a little more, because I'm making a blue rose, I suppose. Hey, that kind of rhymed. And food is really it really breaks my heart that food has to be so incredibly difficult. But yeah, we live, we learn, we grow, we move on, and this is just a temporary thing. My doctor has said she's going to cure me. I believe it. People ask me what stage I'm at. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want that number on me. I don't want to have to worry about a particular number. I don't want to have to think this number is the right or the wrong answer. I don't want to have to think that's the number I have to beat, because I'm not thinking about that. There's no limitations on being cured from cancer. So I just want to go in it to win it. I don't want to go in this and think it's not going to happen. So that's my mindset, and I don't want to have a number over me that is supposed to control or change how everything is working and not working. So with that kind of being said, I still have problems with the food, and we'll get there. We will get there, and it will constantly change and evolve, and but I'm just gonna get cured. Oh, but the last few nights I've been up a lot, and I'm tired. Plus, Owen, he's been very, very calm, but sometimes when we're in the car, he gets very upset, and things then spiral, and he doesn't know how to handle a lot of it. So that kind of adds another element to our days, and it's emotional because I took him to my mom's. They spend a lot of Saturdays together, and he thoroughly enjoyed it. He was excited to go. He did great there, and I was so happy because when I got there, he wanted me to spend some time on the computer with him. And usually he wants me to say hi and then go sit in the other room and talk to my mom. So it was nice for him to want to include me in one of his activities that he loves to do. So that was really cool. But it was just, he was very calm. And then when we left there, he, on the way there, it was my turn. I'm trying to take turns with him to give him boundaries of always wanting his way with every single thing. So it was my turn to decide which way we were going to go on the way there. And I was trying to let him decide on the way home which way we were going to go on the way home. So once we left there, he got extremely upset in the car and was screaming and kicking the seat and yelling and doing the door handle and everything, which it's got the safety lock on it, so he can't get the door open. But it's hard, it's emotional, because that's my baby, and I don't want him to have this many, hard moments on these trips. And this was supposed to be his decision on how we went home, and he would say how he wanted to go, and then as soon as we'd go down that road, he didn't want to go that way. And it was him making that choice. I mean, he was the one that was telling me how he wanted to go home. And so he had specific ideas, and when I would turn, he would start yelling that he didn't want to go that way. So it was hard. I didn't quite understand how he could be back and forth on those mountains. And I shouldn't even say I couldn't understand, because it happens all the time. He has a vision of how the road should look, or the way that we're driving, or however the moment is, and then he can't deal with the process, or he can't understand what's going on. So that was difficult and emotional and all of the things. It's very hard some days to figure out how to keep him happy in the car when he's the one making the decisions. And I don't even have an answer for all of it. I don't even have a way to even explain it completely, because he has a picture in his head how he wants things to be, and when they're not like that, it gets very, very difficult for him. So I pray all the time that he can picture something a little bit different. He's in vision therapy, and that's one of the many things that we've tried to kind of work with him on how he sees things and how he interacts when things go like that, and how he has to let certain things go and not be so upset about that. But you can see how much it truly almost hurts him, for traffic to be the wrong way, for cars to be the wrong way, when there's construction, anything that changes how he is dealing with something or how he sees something, that in itself creates these moments. So I breathe, and I pray and I pray and I pray that at some point there's changes for him where it makes more sense, or he can deal with what's going on. That's all I can do, is continue to pray in those moments. So otherwise he was extremely calm. I mean, he had such a good day with everything else, except for those times where he was just overwhelmed by the traffic and the cars and all of the moments that cause the stress, the anxiety, the over something. I wish, again, that I had the right words sometimes to even explain it, because I just guess. I guess that I understand what he's going through. I guess that I understand the moments. And until he can fully tell me, I mean, he expresses himself in so many ways, but then trying to get a particular explanation out of him can be very, very difficult. And that's where I'm left at sometimes with these moments. I'm very tired, so I'm probably not making much sense. But hopefully tonight will be a better sleep night, and my sweet baby O will sleep a little bit later. He was up quite early as well. Just when I was kind of falling back asleep, he was waking up, which he went back to his bed and had taken his tablet, but it was still pretty early at that point. So that's sometimes a little more daunting for me. I think we're getting there. We're almost to that point. Sometimes, you know, these flowers truly don't make much sense, but like my mom has such a green thumb and so good with flowers, and she makes her garden so pretty. But me, I paint fake flowers because I don't know what real ones look like. I mean, I don't know how to paint like realistic looking flowers. But I sure have fun. I sure have fun. Just kind of adding a little more texture in there. I need a few more greens on this side. I don't want to put too many. I sometimes put way too many green places. So I try not to make them look somewhat different sometimes, and sometimes that doesn't work to our, like it doesn't actually work. But we're gonna try. We're gonna add some little like speckle doodles. That's the technical term. Do you like the technical terms? So, okay, we're gonna sign O for Owen, and then L, that was kind of, didn't almost happen. L and B. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.